Is that a sunrise or a sunset? We'll have to see if it says it in the story. But before we start reading any book, we have to review the parts of the book. So here's the front cover, back cover, spine that holds the pages together, and the title, which is Pete the Cat Goes Camping. There we go. And the author and illustrator is the same person in this story, and that's James Dean. Let's go ahead and get started. Here's our title page. Pete is excited to go camping. This is his first time. What are they loading? I see some food. Looks like they're packing all the materials, everything they're gonna need for camping. Don't forget your sleeping bag, says Dad, or your hiking boots, says Mom. I wonder what they need hiking boots for. Can you predict what they'll need hiking boots for? The campsite is deep in the woods. Mom and Dad set up the tent. So here's their campsite. You see all the trees. There's Mom and there's Dad, and they're fixing their campsite where they're going to be sleeping inside the tent. Pete and Bob help collect sticks so they can make a fire later. There's Pete, and this is Bob. They're the characters in the story, including Mom and Dad. Pete and Bob go for a hike. That's what they needed their hiking boots for, because they're going for a hike. Bob shows Pete the footprints of different animals. Do you see on the path? There's footprints all in the path. Do you think we will see anything cool? Asked Pete. Maybe, says Bob. What kind of cool things would you like to see if you were hiking? I see a rabbit. What do you think they'll see? Pete and his dad go fishing. They must be very quiet and very still in order for them to catch a fish. What happens if they're loud and making a lot of noise? What does that do to the fish? It scares them, and then they swim off, and then you don't get very lucky and you don't catch anything. Fishing takes a long time. They finally catch some fish. What do you think they're going to do with that fish? And look, what is he using to catch the fish? We did a show and tell on our Zoom, and I had a friend. Can you remember which friend had a fishing rod? He showed it to us because he also goes fishing. Rigoberto, he had a fishing rod. Mom builds a fire. She cooks the fish for dinner, and it tastes so yummy. There he is. Next, Pete toasts marshmallows. Pete makes s'mores with chocolate and graham crackers. That sounds delicious. That's their dessert. S'mores. Have any of you made s'mores before? I like s'mores. You need your graham crackers, you need chocolate, and you need marshmallows. But you always have to make sure you have an adult help you, because it's not safe for friends to be around the fire alone. As it starts to get dark, Bob tells Pete a story about a scary giant. The giant lives in the woods, and his name is Bigfoot. He sounds like he's scary, doesn't he? I wonder why his name is Bigfoot. Do you think Bigfoot lives here? Asked Pete. He's thinking, does Bigfoot really live here? No one has ever seen Bigfoot, says Bob. Don't let Bob scare you, says Dad. Bigfoot is not real, says Mom. says Pete. He's relieved. He was getting scared there for a minute. But if he is real, I bet he's friendly, says Dad, and likes s'mores too. Do you guys think that Bigfoot would like s'mores? Do you think Bigfoot is real? I like s'mores, and I know a lot of people like s'mores. Do you think Bigfoot would like them? I think he would like s'mores. And that is us being friendly if we share our s'mores. That's not scary, thinks Pete. Maybe he wants a s'more. So what does Pete do? He leaves a s'more on the camp table. For who? For Bigfoot. He's being kind and friendly. He's going to share. Soon, it's time for bed. Lights out. What is Dad doing to the fire? He's pouring water on it so it turns out. Bob and Pete share a tent. Pete gets into his sleeping bag. It is so cozy, but he can't sleep. Why can't he sleep? What do you think is going on here? He's doing a lot of thinking. The woods seem extra dark, and all the sounds seem extra loud at night. So there's Pete's tent and his parents' tent. Pete hears a weird swooshing sound. What is that? Bob, what is that? That's just the wind, says Bob. But look at Bob is nice and sound asleep. But look at Pete. He looks worried or scared. Pete hears an odd chirping noise. What is that, he asks. Those are just crickets. Look, what is he doing with the pillow? He's trying to cover his ears. Pete hears a strange whoo, whoo sound. What is that, he wonders? What is that? Who makes that kind of sound? It's just an owl. Pete thinks of his friend, Owl. See, there's his friend, Owl. Pete hears a loud, snapping, crack sound. What is that, he wonders. But Bob is already fast asleep. Can Bob hear any of those noises? No. And what's happening to Pete? He's so scared. Pete listens carefully, and there it is again. Is it Bigfoot? Is it him? Pete peeks outside. Let's peek. He's peeking. It is too dark to see anything. See? Oh, the darkness. Can he see anything? Why? Because it's too dark. When Pete wakes up, he checks the spot where he left the s'mores for Bigfoot. And what's there? Is there s'mores? But there is a note. The s'mores are gone. Just a note. No more s'mores. And the note says, "Thanks for the treat. XOXO." Well, that was nice. Pete shows his family. Wow, I knew Bigfoot was real, says Bob. See? So how was Bigfoot kind and friendly? He ate the s'mores that Pete left for him, and then he left a thank you note. That was kind and friendly from Bigfoot. He even left his stamp. Look, what is that? A Bigfoot. Pete knows Bigfoot is not scary. Just because he looks different does not mean he is scary. He even likes s'mores too. So just because somebody looks different than the way we look or you look or I look, does that mean that they're scary? No. And that's the end. Just because they look different does not mean that they are scary. You have to get to know a person. You can say hello. You can be kind and friendly. You can ask some nice questions. You can say something nice to them. Like, oh, Mason, thank you so much for sharing this book with me. I was being kind and friendly. I made sure to tell my friend Mason Hamilton, thank you for letting me borrow his book. So remember, the next time you see somebody and you're not sure, or you're kind of scared because of the way they look, or you're not too sure, remember, be kind and friendly. Okay, not everybody is scary, but of course, you want to stay safe and don't talk to strangers. Make sure you're always with an adult. Thank you for spending time with me today and reading this book. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And maybe I can do a follow-up video making s'mores. Since I like s'mores, Pete the cat likes s'mores, I know some of my friends like s'mores, and now we know that Bigfoot likes s'mores. So keep an eye out for that next video, and I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy and staying hydrated with this heat. Okay? Take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.